Branding versus sales growth. There's a constant tug of war between the two. When you're trying to grow your business, it feels like all the emphasis is on sales. After all, sales is what brings the revenue in, isn't it? But here's the thing, sales alone can't sustain your business growth in the long run. And that's where branding steps in. In this video, I'm going to break down why branding and sales are both critical. We'll look at why they both work together and most importantly, how you can leverage both strategies using what's called a two-speed marketing strategy. And before the end of this video, we'll dive into some practical ways you can apply right now. Let's talk about the classic struggle, branding versus sales growth, because often branding gets a bad rap and there are questions about its return on investment. So on one side, we've got sales, that short-term boost of revenue. It's quick and you can easily measure it. When you run a campaign, offer a discount, or push a promotion, you can see immediate results. But here's the catch. Sales strategies alone are just like sprinting. They exhaust quickly. And without a long-term plan, you're left scrambling for the next push. On the other side, we have branding, and this is where things slow down, but in the best possible way. Branding is your marathon. It's the emotional connection that you build with your audience over time. And a strong brand means loyalty, it means trust, and customers who choose you not because you're the cheapest, but because they believe in what you stand for and they believe in your product. We're talking about emotional branding. With emotional branding, we're talking about much more than a logo or a catchy slogan. We're talking about the heart and the soul of your business or products. A powerful brand creates an emotional connection with the audience, and it's this emotional tie that keeps customers coming back no matter what deals or discounts your competitors are offering. Think about it. When was the last time you bought something because of how it made you feel rather than just because of the price tag? Let me give you an example using a company that I work for as a fractional marketing director. Sedgemoor FM is a local radio broadcaster. When I joined, most of the energy and effort went into what we did on air. A first survey told us that about 13% of the local radio listening population tuned into the station. People had heard of the station, but it wasn't their first choice. Initially, we put most of our efforts then into brand building and very little effort went into sales. We wanted to contribute to the lives of local people, bring joy and entertainment into their lives, as well as local interest items. We wanted to be part of our listeners' lives and we wanted them to be part of ours as well. And we really wanted to contribute to the local community in many ways. We invested in hosting events. We got involved in the local community. We told stories. We shared information. We worked with local businesses. We worked with sports clubs. We worked with education providers. We created local campaigns that support local causes. Then 18 months later, we did a second survey and our listener numbers had effectively doubled to 24%. And that's when we began to focus a little more on sales messages. The businesses that aligned to the radio brand, the community-spirited businesses who could see what we were doing, they stepped forward and they said that they wanted to be part of our growth. We also created a brand video series showing the brand values, the difference that we make in the community, and the fun that we have in the studio. And this acted as a catalyst in attracting local talent to the station, which led to an increase in listener hours. So now we had a lot more people listening and listening for longer. You see, when you invest in branding, you're building a relationship with your customers. You're creating a sense of belonging, trust, and loyalty. And that's something that quick sales campaigns, they just can't replicate. In a moment, we're going to talk about the short-sightedness of focusing on just sales. But before we do, I just want to say a little bit more about my passion for branding versus sales growth as a strategic decision. These days, More and more businesses are thinking about authenticity, they're thinking about ethics, they're thinking about sustainability, they're considering the community. And brand building helps to demonstrate your values, and it aligns you with customers who share those values. And what I'm sharing with you in this video is ideal for businesses that want to scale and stay true to their mission. If you're looking for marketing help where we can co-create something that enables growth whilst staying aligned to your principles, a great place to start is by taking my marketing health check. There's a link in the description of this video. If you don't want to do that, but you're still curious to learn more about marketing, then I want to invite you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can check out the other videos as and when they drop. You'll also want to hit the bell too, so you get notifications about those videos. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about why focusing solely on sales can be dangerous for you in the long run. Here's the problem. Sales campaigns give you that immediate revenue boost, and that feeling can be addictive, but sales campaigns also burn out fast. It's like riding a roller coaster. It can be thrilling at times, but soon enough the ride ends and you're back to square one looking for the next campaign or adrenaline hit. Also, relying too heavily on sales can also cheapen your brand. Constant promotions, seasonal offers, discounted offers, limited time offers, bundle offers, first time customer offers, exclusive buy one get one free offers, referral discount offers. All of this and more can actually condition your customers to wait for the next sales offer, making them less likely to buy at the full price. And worse still, you're creating price sensitive shoppers who will jump ship to the next best offer. Over the last decade, you'll have seen a number of retailers going to the wall because they started to offer cheaper goods or a wider range of goods that was maybe slightly off brand. They lost their brand identity, and what it did was create a spiral to the bottom of the shark tank. BHS, Maplins, Barrett's, Woolies. By ignoring the long-term strategy of brand building, many businesses get stuck in that endless cycle of short-term fixes, and in the end, it's the brand identity that suffers, or in some cases, it just disappears entirely. And this is where two-speed marketing comes into play. What is two-speed marketing? Two-speed marketing combines both long-term brand building and short-term sales activations in a way that supports each other. Think of it like driving a car. Branding is your steady cruise control, while sales are the bursts of acceleration when you get that extra push. When you strike a healthy balance between the two, you'll find that your business moves forward very smoothly without burning out. And this isn't just theory. Some of the world's biggest brands like Coca-Cola follow a two-speed strategy. They spend year-round on their brand building through consistent messaging that communicates the values of sharing a Coke, the joy and the pop of the fizz. Have a Coke, have a smile, taste that feeling, always Coca-Cola. And the real thing, the authentic and original Coke. Now these messages, they're all about connecting you to the product and the values of the product. And then there are seasonal campaigns like the holidays are coming up and the Coca-Cola truck arriving, that Santa Claus campaign, or the Taste the Feeling campaign for the World Cup, or the Gold Feelings for the Olympics, or the rivalry ads for the Super Bowl. But what about the sales campaigns? The sales campaigns have encouraged people to find bottles with their names or their friends' names, which resulted in people buying multiple bottles as gifts. And this saw a 2% bump in Coca-Cola's global sales. During the summer, you'll see buy one, get one free campaigns that tap into high consumption periods when the weather is warmer and it's barbecue or picnic season. They've also run under the cap competitions where consumers can find prizes and discounts encouraging repeat buying. You'll see limited editions, discount coupons. The list goes on. Now you might think that's all very well for Coca-Cola because they're a massive company with a huge marketing budget, right? But a small business, they can replicate this too. Just think locally. Okay, so you can't support the Olympics on a global scale, but you can support a high profile local event, and more specifically, events that attract your customers. You can use social media, local media, radio advertising, and community engagement to roll out your campaigns and give them backing and support. And you can get creative with sales activations that run alongside the brand building too. So small businesses can use the same principles as big businesses to get noticed. And this creates a consistent brand presence while still leaving room for sales pushes as and when they matter. So how do you apply a two-speed marketing approach? Brand versus sales. How do you apply that to your business? Here are 3 practical tips for you. Start with brand building. Before you dive into sales tactics, ensure your brand messaging is clear. Who are you? What do you stand for? Make sure that your audience knows that they should choose you in the first place. Connect them to the emotions of your product. Number 2, don't discount. At least don't discount very often. Avoid the trap of constant promotions. Instead, focus on adding value. That could be through exceptional customer service, especially if you're a small local business. You can create free resources or use other ways that make your brand stand out. Number 3, use sales campaigns strategically. Sales should be planned in line with your brand goals. Think about timing, seasonal sales campaigns, end of year promotions or product launches. Use them when it makes sense, but always keep your brand at the forefront. So there you have it, the balance between branding versus sales growth. By using a two-speed marketing strategy, you can ensure your business thrives in both the short term and the long term. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me how you're going to be balancing branding and sales in your business. And let me know below. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, if you need my help, a great place to start is with my free marketing health check. The details are in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.